This game wrap is brought to you by EyeDeal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. Visit their locations in San Antonio and Somerset. And by...
Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. It was a pretty good decade for O'Connor against Johnson and the rest of NEISD, at least in the regular season. They came into tonight's matchup having won 7 straight regular season games against NEISD opponents, and they were 3-0 lifetime against Johnson High. Their last meeting in 2017, O'Connor came back from down 14 to win that contest. For Johnson, it is the first time in the history of mankind, well, at least going back to the time of the Ming Dynasty, that Ron Rittimann is not the football coach of the Jaguars. That's Mark Soto, and Soto comes over from San Marcos with Rittimann taking the football and athletic director's job over at Alamo Heights. So how would the matchup play out, and would O'Connor continue the dominance over Johnson and NEISD, or would Mark Soto win his Jaguar debut? Well, let's take you to all the highlights brought to you by EyeDeal Vision.
OC and David Molesky back to work, and the fans were excited. Mark Soto, by the way, does have a state championship ring from his Judson playing days in the 1990s. OC graduated their quarterback, running back, and top receiver, so a lot of new faces in starting roles. One of them was Quayle Kendall, who enjoyed the stadium music before the contest. It was Johnson, though, who would be dancing early. Blake Wernley had an outstanding opening quarter. He ran for a pair of touchdowns in the opening 12 minutes to give Johnson a quick 14-0 lead after one. David Molesky talking to his defense and making adjustments. The last time these teams played, Johnson also led 14-0 after one, but the Panthers came back to win that contest. Second quarter started off looking like history would be repeated. New starting quarterback Caleb Smith's short pass to John Locke, the junior dragged a Johnson tackler with him all the way into the end zone. 43-yard scoring play, 14-7 Jaguar lead cut in half. OC bench feeling another comeback was in store. The rest of the quarter was filled with interceptions. OC's Gio Waller with a pick of future Air Force star Ty Reisner, just like CJ Waller used to do. But Smith threw one earlier in the quarter and threw a second one, this one to Sam Hall. Hall returned it 53 yards for a pick six and a ton of momentum for Johnson heading into the locker room. They led 28-7 at recess. Third quarter saw the NEISD school take advantage of another critical mistake from the NISD school. Third and goal from outside the 20. Reisner's pass incomplete, but flag thrown by the back judge. Defensive pass interference kept the drive alive. That led to a Reisner touchdown pass. Johnson led 35-7 after 3. But the Panthers would try to mount a historic comeback in the fourth. First play of the quarter, Kendall ran to the left right into your living room for the score. He finished with 106 rushing yards for the Panthers. Defense held to give the offense the ball back, which leads us to our EyeDeal Vision plays of the game. Locke had a touchdown earlier in the game, and he made a nice catch here to set up another. 2 plays later, Smith threw it up for Locke in the end zone. He high-pointed and jumped at the right time to out-jump 2 defenders for his second score of the contest. He finished the game with 93 receiving yards. Those plays of vision brought to you by EyeDeal Vision, one-of-a-kind eye care for one-of-a-kind eyes. Visit their locations across San Antonio and in Somerset. O'Connor actually outgained Johnson 412 to 338, but would draw no closer on the scoreboard as they were unable to recover an onside kick, and the Jaguars essentially ran out the clock in a 35-21 win. The win ended O'Connor's 7-game regular season win streak against NEISD opponents, and Johnson picked up their first ever football win against O'Connor. Panthers will move into district play next week against Marshall, while Johnson will move into district play taking on Lee. Reporting from Ferris Stadium in San Antonio, I'm Greg Sherman.